Well, you are hypnotized. You're supposed to wake up.
I gotta deal with this.
Oh my God. Welcome to another show of Unchained with me, Paul Gomez.
And me, sleepiest kid in comics.
Sleepy every week. What's up with that?
Because I'm tired.
You know we're doing this every week.
I do a lot every week.
No, you don't.
Yes,
no, you don't.
School.
And you sleep at school.
Someone don't got school.
And someone's always like, oh, your son's sleeping at school.
When do you ever hear that?
In my head all the time.
Okay.
All right. So before we bring our special guest on, we do want to make sure that we jump on the hill to pay those bills, and that's talking about our sponsor, Geek Out, which is a great place to go and check out comic books. There's two convenient locations, Burleson and Mansfield. That's right. Two huge locations. If you're in the DFW area, check it out. There's plenty of space to play Magic, games, D&D. They have like 20 or 30 tables at each location. Huge. Crazy. So just, I mean, if you're not going to buy anything, at least go check it out. It is an experience all its own. Again, that's Geek Out, Mansfield and Burleson, right out of DFW.
Yeah.
Right. Also, we wanted to talk about two Kickstarters real fast. We got a friend who's running one, which is
Worthy Chaos.
Do you want to talk about this? Go ahead.
I just it's book 9. Or I guess it's issue 9, book 2, chapter 2.
There you go.
That's right.
That's Worthy Chaos. Make sure you check it out. It just started and it has funded, but of course we definitely want to help push it a little bit as farther as it goes. Worthy Chaos and Redemption is a great series to check out. And technical difficulties.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying. You gotta get home.
Snowpaw 1 through 3.
1 through 3. That's right. Snowpaw is on Kickstarter. If you haven't jumped onto this exciting roller coaster of a ride, it has I believe this is a spin-off of Snow Wolf. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely go check out Snowpaw off Kickstarter. Great, amazing action adventure kind of story to check out. And now, without further ado, I'm gonna see if you can get the name right.
Listen, man. Matthew Cole, Mr. Glopple.
That's right.
What's up,
Matt, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you doing?
You can see we're getting in the rhythm of it.
I'm trying to live. So this is...
So how's everything going with Glopple? How's that going?
It's going good, man. We actually it was February 29th, leap year day, we launched our first Kickstarter campaign we've ever done. And it's a special edition, so I'm really excited about that. But that's our current thing we're doing right now.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's got some additional covers. Are you doing the complete run on this Kickstarter? And like I said, we'll talk about it more, but are you doing all the issues, or what's going on with that?
Well, so we want to see how the first one does first, obviously. And I'll get into more of that when we talk, but it's, Glopple went nationwide, so we're trying to do a special edition with, additional things on there for people, new covers, some new content towards the end of the book as well. So just trying something different too.
Awesome. That is awesome. So you actually, I don't know if other people know this, you do a lot of marketing stuff, and you have a lot of strategies and stuff that you advise people about. I really want to open up this interview with that kind of stuff. What do you tell like a new customer to start out and focus on marketing?
Okay. Yeah, I'm reason why you see a cowboy hat, I'm the digital marketing cowboy. Okay. And I've really branded myself as that, because here's the thing, guys, is so many, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, Paul and Dylan, smoke and mirrors. You ever heard that saying before? Where now Dylan is probably too young for that, but when somebody says that to you, it's like you're just they're telling you a whole bunch of really a bull BS, right?
Right.
So I got into digital marketing. I started in the car business in 2015. Okay. And that's my main expertise when I started was the automobile sector. Okay. And I did that for a little over 5 years. So till 2020, we're right in the middle of COVID, right? And in June of 2020, I worked for a company called Lo Caliente, local hot marketing. Okay. And worked for one of the best marketers really in the United States when it comes to automotive sector, Brian Pash. He hired me, and I was a regional sales manager here in the East Texas area for him. So long story short, I prayed about it. It was December. And when you're trying to sell, you guys are DFW area, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay. So East Texas, we're about 2.5 hours from you guys. Okay. So East Texas is kind of a different animal over here. And when you're trying to sell an outside product, an out-of-state product to local East Texans, it doesn't really go over very well. Okay. So I prayed about it, talked to my pastor and my wife, and, I decided to open my own company. I thought about it and I said, man, I know how to do all of this, right? Why am I building somebody else's kingdom,
Right.
and building somebody else's business and brand when I could build my own, right? So that was January 2nd, January 4th, 2021, and I've been doing it ever since. Most people, as you know, Paul, know me as Mr. Glopple, right? Everyone knows me as the Glopple guy, but the bigger thing to that than just Glopple is, I really help businesses. My whole philosophy, Paul, in digital marketing, in Glopple, I own a karate school here in Henderson. Anything that I do to help people. Okay.
Right.
And I've always thought that if so many people, this is getting off subject a little bit, but many people have asked me, what drives you? What makes you do what you want to do? What makes you do digital marketing? What makes you do karate? What makes you do Glopple? What makes you do all these things, guys? Money does not drive me. Okay.
Right.
What drives me is helping people. And if I can help you guys, friends, family, clients of mine, children that read Glopple comics and encourages them, that's my number one goal, guys. So when it comes to digital marketing, okay, let me get back to your question. Digital marketing, I I'm a certified meta expert. Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp. That is the number one platform on the planet Earth to do marketing on. Okay. If you're looking at trying to build your guys' brand, Paul, or anybody's brand, I don't care what brand it is, Meta is literally the best return on your investment that you can get right now. Okay. Obviously, when it's up and going,
right?
There's no outages, right? But that was they were doing an update. I don't know if anybody heard about that, but they were doing an update and they had to, I guess, cut off things for a while. But so is that kind of sum it up for you on that part?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things that a lot of people don't understand. One of the things, I kind of run into is how much is too much? Because I mean, I know you want to make posts at least every day, but how much is too much?
So one thing that you have to understand, are you talking about a business page or are you talking about personal page?
Well, I'm talking about business. I guess advertising is pretty much what I'm talking about.
So if you're talking about, let's just say you're marketing your YouTube channel or your comic book or whatever it is. Okay. I don't care what it is. Put blank into whatever we're talking about. Okay. You have to understand that if less than 5%, okay, of your following sees your posts, less than 5%, guys. And in some situations, less than 2%. So let's do easy math. If you have 1,000 followers, okay, 5% of that is what? It's 50, okay? Right. So 1,000 people, you have maybe 50 see your content, okay? And I hear this from everybody all across the country. Well, I don't want to wear them out, right? I don't want to be posting too much. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I post anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 times a day, okay? The reason why I post so much is because not everybody's seeing it, right? So this misconception of, well, too many people are going to see it, they're going to unfriend me and unfollow. I'm sure you guys have heard this, right? That is a misconception. Okay. Now, you don't want to be spammy, if you know what I mean when I say when spammy, or you're posting a lot of stuff with a bunch of hyperlinks and hashtags. That's another thing, guys. Right now with the AI technology, hashtags are really not valuable anymore. Okay. I see people post their description, right? And then like 30 hashtags. Stop doing that. Okay. I'm not saying you are, Paul. I'm just saying in general, don't quit doing that. That was like 5 years ago. Okay. 10 years ago. You don't have to do that anymore. With artificial intelligence, they're picking out keywords. Glopple, Matt Cole, right? Paul Gomez, Dylan, of any subject you're talking about, make sure you put it in your description, okay? Which is the part you type and write what you're talking about, okay? Does it make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those are a lot of the key questions I constantly hear from people. How do they start? What is too much? And me personally, I agree. I mean, you got to at least post a few times, because it is only a fraction of the people that are going to see you.
That's right.
Now, me jumping into comics, just about a year or two ago, in all honesty, I only had Facebook and like 50 friends. And that's kind of blown up since, I've been into comics. I think I got over 1,000 something nowadays, and I'm on all these streams. Is it beneficial for you to focus on one, or should you like cover all the bases?
So that's a great question. Okay. Many digital marketing professionals like myself will tell you more is better. Okay. I'm a big believer in being consistent, Paul. Okay. Consistency is the best policy, period, no matter what you're doing. If you're doing TikTok, if you're doing Instagram, if you're doing Facebook, if you're doing YouTube, if you're doing all of it, okay? You don't want to be really focused on Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, and do that a lot. And you're doing really consistent. You're building your brand there. And you have TikTok, but you do that once a month, right?
Right.
And then you have YouTube, you do that once every 6 months. You don't want to do that. So you want to be very consistent across all platforms. Me personally, I use Meta. That's my number one thing I use. I use Facebook more than anything. When it comes to business, return on investment, ROI, you'll hear me talking about that. In my professional experience and with all of my clients, from furniture stores to insurance to comic book store to real estate, car business, I'm all over the place, guys. Okay. Right. Facebook has been the best. I will say that. Facebook has literally been the best for my clients for the return on investment ad spend. Okay. So answering your question, I believe in Meta. I'm a certified Meta expert. I'm very, loyal to them. They're loyal to me. I've helped them on several projects. They've helped me. So, but TikTok, there's a place for that. If you're doing TikTok, it's a more of a younger demographic. Okay. That don't usually buy things, okay? Especially big ticket items. They may buy smaller ticket items, When it comes to Instagram, it's a very pictures and reels. Right now, guys, I got to say this, Facebook Reels is the number one platform you need to be on right now, okay? Do cool videos of your YouTube channel, Paul, of trailers or whatever you're doing, videos. Facebook Reels is dominating the even more than Instagram Reels. That's where it came from. And I don't know if you guys knew this. This is breaking news as well. I'm going to be doing a video about this tomorrow on my Facebook. You guys will hear about it first. But Facebook is getting rid of the news tab out of the Facebook platform. Okay, and they're replacing that with Reels. They're dumping over $1 billion into Reels, guys. Okay, short, cool videos, 15 seconds, 60 seconds long, up to 90 seconds. So I mean, if you're watching this and you're a business owner, you need to be focused on really honing in on good, consistent content, but marketing on Facebook Reels.
Yeah, no, I agree. and I've chopped up some of my interviews before and put them on reels, and man, they've gotten like thousands of views and stuff just from like a minute little short that I made from these things. So I definitely agree that Facebook Reels are really great. It's really helped out. Before we get into Glopple, I wanted to ask you. So you do spec on comic books? Do you do eBay stores and stuff like that?
So besides Glopple, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So when I was buying a bunch of stuff, but I've had to hone in my collection. If you can see behind me, I don't know if you can see. Let me turn this way. So I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan. Okay.
Awesome.
Huge Ninja Turtle fan. Obviously, you can see, Glopple. He looks a little turtly, right? So not really, Paul, not anymore. I'm really focused on creating cool content, creating my stories for the public, for children, for kids, for collectors. So I've kind of, I love Disney. I'm getting all the new Disney stuff coming out. The new Thundercats I'm reading. Dick Tracy, I'm going to be reading that when it comes out. I told you that, I think at the convention. I'm excited about the Dick Tracy coming out. Last Ronin just launched today. I'm really excited about that. The Revolution, the new turtle group that they're doing, which is cool. It's after Last Ronin. But I'm really focused, guys, on investing into myself, investing into my projects. But I'll always collect turtle stuff. I'm a huge turtle fan. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess what I was asking you, was that your gateway to getting into Glopple? It was.
Okay.
Was it collecting and doing that? Was that the reason that you kind of?
Well, yeah, not really, Paul. So I've always, I was one of those kids in school that always was pretending on the playground and always, being a superhero or a Ninja Turtle or whatever, He-Man, whatever it was. Okay. I have a huge imagination. Okay. Right. I never really was a comic book guy up until, I don't know, probably, I guess I was a teenager, I guess. But I still didn't collect a ton of comic books, I read a lot of, Goosebumps, the Boxcar Children, if you know what that book is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of Lord of the Rings, really fantasy-based stuff. I've never, I don't want to say never, that's not the right term, but I've always loved comics, and I've always loved the cartoons, Spider-Man, the animated series, Batman, the animated series, Ninja Turtles, all that kind of stuff. But I've always wanted to do comics, if that makes sense. I've always thought comic books were always like one of the coolest medium when it comes to reading, storytelling, that kind of stuff. So I've always been a geek, I guess.
So I want to get into the meat of Glopple, but before I do, I mean, what was it that inspired this character? Well, I mean, was this just like a character that you brought up from your imagination? Was there someone that inspired it? How did that come about?
Great question, Paul. Nobody ever asks me this question, and I appreciate you asking me. So back in let's see here. Man, we're getting old. 2006. Okay. Were you born then yet, Dylan? I
don't know. 2 years after.
Okay. So 2006, my father was getting open heart surgery. And my dad, he's passed away now, but my dad was a bad diabetic. Okay. And so getting open heart surgery at his age was kind of concerning because we didn't know how well he was going to make it through it, all that kind of stuff. So I was really stressed out, guys, man. I was just like depressed. My brother, my sister, my mom, we were all just kind of depressed. Well, my uncle, Eric Fredericks, which did a cover for me on issue number 3. It was like a Peanuts cover, more of a cartoonist. He's a cartoonist, and we were sitting in the waiting room. And this was May of 2006. And he goes, Matt, have you ever thought of like a superhero, like a character that you've always wanted to do? And I'm like, yeah, I've always wanted to do a superhero. So guys, this is how it happened. I'm sitting in the waiting room. My dad's about to get surgery. Emotions are all over the place, right? My uncle's trying to draw a character for me so I get my mind off of stuff, okay? I would have thought about this. I would have had the paper to show you what he looked like originally. So my favorite 90s snack that they still make today is Gushers. I love Gushers. Love Gushers. So I've always liked gooey, goopy stuff, right? Gushers. And I love Nickelodeon slime. Y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
I used to watch that as a kid, like getting the people getting slimed and all that kind of stuff. So Paul and Dylan, I was like, you know what? I want to come up with something kind of gooey, goopy. I love blueberries. Blueberries is one of my favorite fruits. Okay. And then, guys, it just happened. I'm sitting there and I'm just coming up with these words. I'm going gushy, gooey, goopy. And then it came out. I said Glopple. I'm like, Glopple? Sounds kind of cool. What's that, you know? And then I said, the Glopple. So I told him, I said, I want to make him like a round blueberry, okay? I want his skin color to be blue, one of my favorite colors. I want his suit color to be purple, my favorite color. And then I want his like equipment to be orange, another one of my favorite colors, okay? And he drew it, and it took a couple times, and he's been modified now, but that's what happened, guys. Like, that's what happened. I had a black and white sketch or pencil sketch that my uncle did, and that's all I had. And it was called the Glopple. And I'm like, hey, what can I do with this, right? So that's how it happened. It was, we were in a stressful time, and I thought of something kind of fun to get my mind off of it, you know? And
that's actually a unique thing. That, I mean, a lot of people come across their characters or stories in emotional times. I know ours came out of the whole event where everyone was stuck in the house. So it's one of those things that I guess people use to deal with things is creatively.
That's right.
Would you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so it's evolved from then. And then you've actually done some signings. But one thing I want to talk also about is you've got a product that's named after the Glopple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about the snow cone?
That's right. How did that come about?
Okay, so can I explain how I go from the character till now?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2006. Okay, so my first story I ever wrote, guys, was called Lighty the Lightning Bug. Okay, I was 10 years old. I loved lightning bugs, and I'm still probably going to do Lighty comics at some point. Pre-K comics is something I have a cool idea for. You know, now somebody's going to take it since I said it publicly, but because I really want to get kids back into comics, guys. Kids don't read comics nowadays. Okay, my mission is to get kids into reading floppy comics that they don't do anymore. Okay, but it's hard. But anyway, yeah. So 06, 2 years later, 2008, my brother's a cartoonist as well. He's an artist, does a great job. And I came up with a children's book called The Glopple. Okay, and it was the superhero story, kind of the same story as you know, Paul, and as most people know, about the unlikely hero that rises up to find his purpose, right? So, but the children's book was in Lighty the Lightning Bug's world, okay? So the Glopple was in a bug world, okay? There was no humans. It's a whole, now people look at it like, this is weird, like, because my current one is different, right? So it's located in a bug world, and it was all just kind of a different thing, okay? Because I was writing Lighty. I published a book called Lighty. It's a children's book. And the Glopple was, because Lighty's favorite snack was blueberry Glopples, which is the snack that Glopple comes from, okay?
Right.
Now it's evolved into a big comic and all this other kind of stuff, but that's how it started. So it started out as a children's book in 2008, okay? If this ever becomes a movie, which is my goal, that collectible will be the one that will be like the holy grail of Glopple, right? Because right. I think there's only like 100 printed total ever. But so then that's 2008, guys. I'm going to say something I never say and I've never really told anybody. So in 2008, I think 9 or 10, don't quote me on that, okay? I sold the rights to Glopple, man, okay?
Oh, wow.
I was depressed. I was just like, man, this isn't going nowhere. The children's book's not working. I sold the rights to the Glopple to my brother. I said, you can own it, you can have it, you can burn it. I don't care. I mean, I was just at that point, like, we all get that way in creative stuff.
Right.
Okay. So I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking. Now my brother's like, man, looking at it now. Thank God I got it back. So long story short, I buy the rights back. And then we fast forward, guys, to 2021. So 2006, 2008, I have a children's book. I sell the rights in 2009, 2010. I get them back, and I don't know, a couple months later or something, 3 months later or something like that. I regretted the decision, bought the rights back, okay? Watch. 11 years goes by, okay? Over a decade. I put it away. I don't think about it. My son was born. Life happens. Career changes. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? 2021. Have you all ever heard of an app called Fiverr?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a freelance app that you can hire artists and writers and market a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. So at that time, I wanted to do a Twitch channel. I'm a huge Fortnite gamer, and I wanted to do kind of a cool Fortnite gaming channel with my son. Okay. Kind of like you and Dylan doing YouTube. So, not trying to bore you guys. So long story short, I met this guy that did my Twitch banners and my logos. I believe in God. I believe in that it's a God thing that all this happened, guys. Okay.
Yes.
My artist for my project on Fiverr was Jose Chirinos, which is my artist for Glopple, guys. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about that, but like, I could have picked any artist on the planet. I could have chose anybody on the Fiverr app, and somehow I chose Jose, and we became friends. Glopple came up in this situation. Have you ever wanted to do a comic book? And then, guys, 9 months later, my self-published Glopple launches into 25 stores across the country, and it's pretty crazy.
That's awesome. No, it's great to hear, because there's a lot of people out there that don't understand. This usually is not an overnight success kind of thing. Whenever you're making a comic, it usually is a labor of love, and to hear about that journey, it's definitely been difficult for us, and I love to hear other creators that have done, exactly what you've done. Is you've had this vision, and even though it's been hard, you're still behind it, and right now especially, it's been showing progress and paying off quite a bit for you.
Yeah.
So
and the thing is too, guys, is whoever's watching, if you watch this later, if you're not watching it live, but don't give up, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I can tell you, I can't tell you guys how many people told me over the years, you're a failure, your project's never gonna work, you're never gonna succeed, it's never gonna do nothing. And guys, if you follow me on Facebook, Paul knows this, Dylan knows this. I'm a positive guru. Not very many things can get me down. Okay. I'm always looking at the glass half full, not half empty.
Right.
And 18 years in May, guys, 18 years I've been working on Glopple and thinking about it. And I can't believe it. It's crazy,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it is a journey, and it's great to see that you're having some success with it. So, like I was saying, you've actually got, is it a snow cone? Is it an icy that's named after him? What is it exactly?
Yeah, so I hate saying this, but this is what everybody calls me. I'm kind of a local celebrity here in my town. Everybody knows me mostly. I was really involved in the city. I love this town. I live in Henderson, Texas. I've been here for close to 16 years now. Actually 16 years this month. And I just really love where I live,
Yeah.
So when Glopple, so after I'm gonna say this and say another quick story, okay? So can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I have kind of spotty internet. So it went self-published in September of 2021. Okay.
Yes.
My second issue came out self-published in I think February of 2022, and then in April, I believe, of 2022, my whole life changed. Okay. I met a guy. He's a friend of mine. We're friends on Facebook. I've met him in person several times. His name is Michael Morris. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. It's because of Michael that really a lot of this has happened. I met Michael at Ground Zero Comics in Tyler, Texas, and he told me, he said, "Have you ever heard of Comics Elite?" No, I have no idea who that is or who you're talking about. Well, if anybody knows who Comics Elite is, that is Sean Hodachko's company.
Great company.
Arnie Dickmeyer. He does all the lives. Vicky is the manager up there. So long story short, he introduces me to these people, which is a good and bad, because the bad was, as I spent a ton of money through them. Probably should have done all that, but I spent a lot of money through buying comics and stuff. And long story short, in June, I said, you know what? I want to go meet these people. I want to go meet them at Dallas Fan Expo. Okay.
Yeah.
Before that, I met with Ernie and I talked to him on Facebook, and he goes, you know what, dude? Bring a stack of Glopple, and I'm interested in looking at it. And long story short, guys, I go back to their Airbnb. I met him at Dallas Fan Expo. I brought a stack, I think, of 50 or 60 of the issue number 1s and issue number 2s. So a total of like 100 comics. He gets me on the Facebook Live show. Okay. And, we're at the Airbnb and we're doing the Facebook Live and we're talking about Glopple. They sell out in 5 minutes.
That's awesome.
Sell out. Boom. Gone. Okay. Ernie's like, what the heck, man? Like, can you bring some more back? So I go back and get some more, bring it back. We did a small other little show, sold another 100, 5 minutes, gone. Boom. So he goes and tells Sean. Okay. And Ernie's like, Sean, you have to meet this guy. This guy, like, he has passion. He has a cool project. Long story short, the reason why Sean said, I want to put you in Legends Publishing, which is a nationwide publisher, okay, got me to where I am today, is because he didn't necessarily believe in the Blueberry Glopple, right? But he believed in me and my vision and my passion and my love and my mission to bring cool, clean, awesome stories to kids. That's how it happened, guys. I mean, like, it went from meeting a guy at Fan Expo to going to his live show to selling out. Now Ernie and Comics Elite and Vicky has sold more Glopple comics than anybody in the country. I think they're at like 1,500 or something crazy. Like, so I'm getting to your question. Sorry.
No problem.
I just want to make sure the viewers understand, how did I get where I'm at? So this is the self-published, okay? And then it went into Legends Publishing, which looks like this. This is cover A. This is Jose's cover, okay? And then we did issue 2, issue 3 went nationwide. We did some cool homage covers. A really cool Superman #1 by my buddy Jake Goodman. Really kind of cool. So we've done over 25 covers, okay? Have sold over 8,000 comics nationwide and internationally. In Canada, we're going to be doing some stuff in the United Kingdom, okay? Brings me all back to your question about the Blueberry Glopple snowball, okay? I just want to make sure everyone understands the whole process. So, as I said, I'm kind of a local celebrity here in town. And if you know me, guys, if anybody knows me that's watching, I'm not about me. I don't care about Matt Cole and my name and all this kind of stuff. I don't care. I just want the Glopple to be big, right? I want the name of the Glopple to be on buses and billboards and action figures and cool store. I don't care about me being anywhere, right? I'm not worried about my name out there. So, long story short, this Sandra's Snowball Shop here in Henderson has been here for, holy Christmas, I know, over 40 years, okay? People travel an hour and a half just to come have one of her snowballs. They make their own ice. They make their own syrup. I mean, it's a really, really a good thing. So, you know me, I'm a digital marketing cowboy, right? And I go up to her and I say, you know, Sandra, I've known her for a long time, guys. I've been here 16 years of my life. You know, we go there all the time. Told her my vision, told her my mission. And I went up there and she looked at my comic books and she goes, you know what? Let's do a blueberry glopple flavor. Okay. So I created a brand new flavor that's on their brand new menu this year, which is kind of, I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm going to have to kind of, you know, especially guys, when you're in line and you're waiting to order your snowball snow cone, however you say it. Okay. But here they call them snowballs. And you have somebody in front of you say, I want a blueberry glopple. I mean, it's just so freaking cool. So
where was that one more time? Sandra's?
Yeah, it's Sandra's Snowball Shop in Henderson, Texas.
We'll stop by there whenever we get down that way. Looking forward to it ever since I heard about it. I think that's such a great thing that could happen to you.
Blueberries with cream mixed into it, and then the topping is obviously, where's it at? It has to be whipped cream.
Yeah.
So they top it off with whipped cream, and if you want a little bit more blueberry drizzle on it, they'll do that. But guys, I'm telling you, you better don't be diabetic and eat that. Is all I'm gonna tell you. Holy Christmas!
Like I said, we're looking forward to it. Since I heard about it, I definitely want to try that out. Now, you did mention, you know, Comics Elite and Sean and Legendary Publishing, and I did want to talk a little bit more about that.
Sure.
How was that for you whenever they decided to take that on? Was that a shock to the system? I mean, that had to be surreal.
Well, so again, guys, I've only been doing this the same amount of time as you, Paul. Okay. I've only been, you know, a year. Let's see here. Well, 2021, I don't know if I would even count that. I mean, I guess I self-published my own thing, but I mean, Glopple launched nationwide under Legends Publishing in December of 2022. So I'm not even 2 years in, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not even to where I really want to be yet, you know. But to answer your question, Paul, and this is how I live my life, and this is what I believe, that God puts you in the right places at the right time. This is what I believe. Yes. Okay. And I just believe God knows my heart. He knows my mission. He knows what I want to do to help people, to make cool stories. Because here's the thing, guys, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I didn't want to create a character that looked like Captain America, that looked like the Hulk, okay? There's enough Captain Americas and Hulks and Thors and all that kind of stuff, right? They're cool, don't get me wrong. I wanted to create a character that looked pudgy and bigger, you know, that wasn't a muscular guy, that he's an unlikely hero. And my motto is that I say everywhere, every convention I've been to, is anyone can be a hero, even you. Anybody. Doesn't matter your walk of life. It doesn't matter what you look like. You can always help someone in need. Okay.
Yes.
Legends Publishing. Sean told me what he was doing, and he goes, "Hey man, you know, me and Jamie, we really think this would be a good fit." And the direct market, you know, hindsight's 2020, but the direct market, I don't know if anybody else knows this or not, but it's a very hard market to get into, because it is nickels and dimes, guys, you know, because you're making money on the wholesale price, right?
Right.
You're not making retail. So you're making on half of the cost, right? So I think it put me where I'm at today, 100%. It's because of Sean. Murphy, love Murphy to death. She's my new writer on one of my new series.
Awesome.
Joel Rodriguez, his entire team. I could keep naming people, but it was a shock, Paul. I mean, really, I mean, I didn't know what else to expect. I was like, well, you know, let's go with it. You know, I don't like, so yeah. And now I branched off, and I own Legends Kids Publishing, which is the children's imprint of Legends Publishing. So, because I wanted to separation of the two. Legends does some a little bit more adult stuff, and I think Glopple would have been a more better fit into a kids publishing company. So that's what I did. I talked with Sean, and he said you can do that, man. So I own Legends Kids Publishing. So all new Glopple stuff coming out, new exclusives,
New covers,
Kids, new covers, everything.
Yeah, speaking of the new covers, I wanted to talk about that a little bit because you have brand new covers for this Kickstarter. You have 2 of them that I've seen, right?
I have 3.
3 of them, okay.
Yep.
And who are those by?
So Jose Trinos does the first cover A. Okay. I'm gonna try as much as I possibly can to use him in everything that I do because he's my interior artist, right? The cover B is Tessa Rose. I met her online. Tessa does a great job. She's done some really cool turtle covers. This one's watercolor, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then my third one is by a good friend of mine, Jeremy Scarecrow Orion. He's done cover C for Legends when I first came out in Legends Publishing. He did my Christmas cover, Paul.
Yes.
The National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation cover.
The shock. Yeah.
Yeah, where Glopple's getting shocked. I thought that was so cool. He did such a good job. So he did a homage to the Captain America #1, where he's, punching Hitler, Yeah. Well, the Glopple's punching Dr. Vinell, which is his creator. So he did that one. So it's brand new covers. It's only on Kickstarter. I think we have like 23 more days left. We're close to halfway funded. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has tons of stuff that is definitely look forward to. We're looking for it right now, so we're going to try to pull some of that up. But I mean, how many more days does it have to go?
I think it's 24 days, so I have plenty of time. Plenty of time. If you pull up Kickstarter, you type in Glopple, it's right there. I wish I would have.
Yeah, usually we have them up. Sometimes we're just falling behind. We have a big convention this weekend, and it's been honestly.
So I can tell you kind of what I'm going to be doing here coming up, guys.
Sure. So, let us know where you're going to be at. What's going on?
So I've been really focused on, my new Glopple Girl. Glopple Girl's going to be launching hopefully next year. But I'm going to be focused on some really cool, super limited covers. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this one or not. I can pull this one out since it's right here. But the Raphael, okay?
Yeah.
Raphael homage. This was Comic Book Pages exclusive on Facebook, okay? And David Gerard is the artist of this, and they're super. I'm trying to get they're super limited. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me see here. Get over here. There's a number over here.
Right there, yeah.
Okay. So what I found with Glopple too, guys, people love the character, they love the design, and it's a lot of fun to collect.
And we're bringing up that Kickstarter right now.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, at least we found it.
Yeah.
So
right.
Okay, here we go. There it is. There we go.
So we got 16 backers, 23 days left to go. It's at 644. We're looking for a goal of 1,500. Guys, get out there and check it out. We're going to scroll through this and look at some of those covers that you were talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
There they are.
So that is the big time trade dress cover. That's by Jose Trinos, which is the interior artist. All of these covers, guys, will be only on Kickstarter. I'm never going to reprint these again. That's Tessa Rose.
I like that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's
called the Hero cover, okay? She did a fabulous job. Looks really, really good. And this is, I love how they named it, the Captain Haymaker. So that is Jeremy Scarecrow Orion's cover for the trade dress. It's the Captain America #1 homage. And yes, I'm on the cover.
You're on the cover. That's awesome. Now you also got a blank cover, which is great. I love whenever people include these.
Yeah, and the company did a really cool thing that we did coloring covers. Keep going, Dylan. Yeah. We did coloring covers. So it's a sketch cover, but they can color it. So the kids can color it themselves if they want to. We did that in every single cover available. If you see it, you see the hero coloring. and then you'll see the Captain Haymaker
great,
coloring. You know, but the thing that I found out too, guys, with especially, and then you can do the digital. We're doing it digital for the first time.
Great price, yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it digital before. And then here comes your bundles. You can get the big time hero bundle. Comes with both of the trade dresses. Here's a one where you get all 3 covers. And then I think there's a couple more. Yeah. There's all the covers you can get, the sketch covers. We're going to do something. So stop right here for a second. Okay. So the collector's kit is really kind of cool. Okay. Thanks, Dylan. You get stickers, you get a little print, and then you also get a little comic bag. So that's comic bag. Yeah, like it's a custom. It says anyone can be a hero, even you.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool. You know, that's the most popular one. I think we have 7 backers on that one. Yeah. And then if you go down, I think there's one more, I believe. Yeah, the creator's kit. Yeah. So the creator's kit is one for if a parent or grandparent or whoever loves to color. All right. Adult coloring books are really popular. Well, this, you get a custom box of crayons. You get a sticker sheet, and then you get all of the coloring covers.
I love that. That is great.
Yeah.
You have tons of add-ons. So, how is your experience with Kickstarter? I mean, was it okay getting it all put together? I
have 0 experience with Kickstarter. So Joel Rodriguez, Metal Ninja Studios, good friends of mine. They're the ones that are the project managers for my Kickstarter. Okay, they did all the design work. Big shout out to Joel, Christy, Blake, their entire team at Metal Ninja Studios. Paul, you want to look them up? They're great guys. They do all of my design work for all of my exclusives, for my Kickstarters. Because guys, I'm the digital marketing cowboy, but I'm not a designer. And I can't draw. I can't draw at all.
Hey, I'm learning. I'm barely learning. Let me tell you, there's so many aspects when it comes to comics. There's not one person that can really do it all. And whenever you try, you kind of miss stuff. So it's good to always bring other people on.
Yeah. So if anybody's ever wanted to create a comic book, or you have to have a team. You have to have a team. You know, I created this one on my own. Me and Jose did this. And actually, to be honest, it actually came out a lot better than I thought it did. You know, people could not believe that one guy from Texas, one guy from Venezuela did a comic book together. We didn't know what we're doing, to be honest with you. But, you know, it got us somewhere, and I wanted to try, you know.
Yeah, and you're just starting out. I mean, this definitely is a great starting point for you. I'm envious. But I mean, you know, to me, it's like, it's kind of what I'm striving for too, to get my stuff going in the way that you got yours. That's great. It's great to see other people, you know, get to that point from, you know, just the idea you had to making it what it is now. That's awesome. I mean, I can't say enough.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Paul.
We're about to close out. Is there anything you would like to tell everybody, where they could reach you, how they could get Glopple?
Yeah, so if you follow me on Facebook, Matthew Cole on Facebook, it's the real Matt Cole on Facebook. Okay, you can follow me in my journey for digital marketing, Glopple, karate, you know, all my businesses. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. But the big thing is, guys, when it comes to my Glopple stuff, I'll be at LitCon in Greenville, Texas, on March 16th. I'll be having a ton of my exclusives there. A lot of my comic books to sign. I sign everything for free because I believe every creator should do that personally. That's my own personal opinion. Just because, you know, they're buying my product and I just want to, if I can add a little marking onto it, you know, make them feel better, I'll do that. So LitCon is my next convention. And then next month in April is Dallas Comic Show. My buddy Paul will be there too. That's April 20th and 21st, I believe. And Dylan, will Dylan be there?
Yeah, Dylan will be there. Hardest working kid in comics.
Sleepiest working kid in comics. Yep.
That's right. yeah, guys. So if y'all be watching Legends Kids Publishing on Facebook. I have been working on a project no one knows about. Okay. dun dun dun, you know, I'm holding this very close to my chest. It's going to be another exclusive Glopple comic cover. Guys, I'm about to shake the world of comics. So you just wait. I'm telling you.
And we can't wait to see what it is. We're definitely eager.
They're going to love it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, all right. So this is the hardest working kid in comics. He's got his stuff on eBay. Hardest working kid in comics.
And this is Paul Gomez, my father, who creates comics, PTSD, Bushibu, Cryptic Haze, and Prelude to Aurora.
And again, you can reach me at Paul Gomez 790. If you have any questions about creating comics, I can definitely help you. If I can't find the answer for you, I can definitely point you in the right direction. And above all that, if you need to talk to somebody, again, I am Paul Gomez 790. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, but usually Facebook. If you need to talk, message me any time of the day. I'd rather hear you complain than not to be able to hear you for the rest. Again, it's okay not to be okay. Just don't live there. Got anything else?
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do.
We do.
What do we got? We got
trying to
next
skip
week,
out on this?
Friday.
We are going to Conroe.
Comic Conroe in Conroe, Texas.
Yes.
We will be there this Friday.
Working hard.
Free sketches.
I am the hardest working kid in comic. The one, the only.
Matthew, thank you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We're going to hang it up for the night. Thank you all for watching. Come back and see us next week.
Adios.